Hi, I'm Marlene Franco at gardeningtheorganicway.com. And people often ask me, why do I get no beets or radishes and only leaves? And we'll be right back with the answer. When it comes to beets and radishes and other root crops, it's really key that you actually thin them out when they're very, very young. And by very young, I mean they should be like about 1 inch to 2 inches. Actually, before they get their true leaves is the ideal time. The true leaves is the leaves that actually come out after the initial 2 leaves that the seed sends out, which almost every single plant, they look the same. You know, they're kind of straight and they just look like, you know, these tiny little leaves. But you want to thin them out at that particular point and thin them out to the appropriate distance, whether it's every 3 to 4 inches for beets or radishes every couple of inches. And then they will develop the proper roots. If you don't do that, what happens is that then you actually just get leaves, because the plant detects that there's no room for them to develop, and then you'll end up with just these little stringy things. Even if you actually thin them out afterwards, if they have gone into multiple leaf development, then consequently it's really too late for them to be effective and develop the proper root system. One more thing is that if for some reason you do end up with no root development, at least in the beets you can console yourself and use the beet greens, because you can eat the greens, and just make sure that then you harvest the outer leaves first and continue to leave the inner shoot for it to form, and you can continue to harvest them all through the season, or until they decide to bolt. But in the case of radishes, unfortunately the leaves are a little rough and you don't really eat them. So that's really the secret to getting the proper root development. Thank you for your time, and make sure to visit our website, gardeningtheorganicway.com, and read our blogs on the most up-to-date information on gardening the organic way. Make sure you follow us on the different social media outlets that we have, and subscribe to YouTube, so that way you stay on top of the latest videos that we produce. I'm Marlene Franco, and I encourage you to keep gardening the organic way.